Greenland is one of the biggest places in the world, and yet very little of it is known to the outside world, where in fact many people still have misconceptions about the beautiful Arctic nation. For one, there is a lot more to Greenland than glaciers and ice. So these nations has layers of cultures and very interesting histories, especially in food, that will unfold once we're there. So today we are going to debunk the myths that's surrounded by the Greenland and help you get a better understanding of what the nation and its people are all about. So let's start with the basics. Greenland is actually the world's biggest island by area. The total area of Greenland is 2.16 million square kilometers, including other offshore islands. So I think almost 80% of the landmass of Greenland is covered with ice cap. So it's very funny. It's because the country does not reflect its name. So we will going to know that too. So since most of Greenland is covered with an ice, snow, and glaciers, the Arctic nation is mostly white. So how did it get its name Greenland when it's not really green? So it actually got its name from Eric the Red. He is an Icelandic murderer who was exiled to the island. He called it Greenland in hopes that the name would attract settlers, but according to the scientists, Greenland was actually quite green more than 2.5 million years ago. The capital city of Greenland is called Nuuk. It is a city of vitality, surrounded by immense nature and filled with vibrant Greenlanders, leading to fascinating lives of old traditions, modern twists, and diverse influences. So Nuuk is a vibrant city full of contrast. The traditions merge with the modern Greenland. The nature and its city is intertwined, and the people are local as well as international. So this is why colorful Nuuk is the heart of the Greenlandic nation. With a population of 56,770 in the year of 2020, and it is one of the least densely populated countries in the world. The majority of the population in Greenland speaks both Greenlandic language and Danish language. So the Greenlandic language is called Kalaallisut. The two languages have been used in public affairs. So today, the young generations learn both languages as well as English in school. Greenland is, of course, an autonomous country within the Kingdom of Denmark. Although Greenland is geographically part of the North American continent, it has been politically and culturally associated with Europe for about a millennium. So the Queen of Denmark, which is Margaret II, remains Greenland's head of state. The prevailing religion in Greenland is Protestantism, and Greenland is an independent diocese. We in the Danish Evangelical Lutheran Church still believe in Holy Trinity, one God, with the bishop appointed by Denmark. Next is we're going to proceed to the Greenlandic cuisine. So the origin of the Greenlandic cuisine is all from traditional hunting foods to new dishes incorporating international and Greenlandic ingredients. So meat from marine mammals. Yes, you heard that right. Marine mammals. Game, birds, and fish has been the main ingredient in Greenlandic food for generations. So the Greenlandic culinary culture is also closely tied to the old hunting communities' strong social solidarity. So where vital necessities depended on the catch being shared. So today, food and meal times remain essential part of Greenlanders. That Greenlanders' characteristics, hospitality. They hunt together, they eat together. A food made from Greenlandic ingredients is always a culinary experience, of course, and the ingredients are often organic, since fish, game, and marine animals roam free in their natural environment and are not given artificial feed or flavoring. So food in Greenland is all about hunting, so they don't have enough greenery products due to its climate. They just depend on the ocean and the land mammals. Next is I'm going to discuss the most common main ingredient in their local cuisine. First is the whale meat. It has been part of Greenlandic culture for some time now. Whales in general are a huge part of Greenland's native history, and over time, the methods of preparing and cooking it have changed drastically. So next is the seal. Rather than thinking of seals in the sense that they were cute and incredibly intelligent, it must be recognized that in Greenland, but the food options are slim, so therefore, whatever can be food will be food. So the seal is used in soups such as suwasat, their national dish, where seal or other seafood is used with onions, barley, or rice and has a strong gamey flavor. So all the seal is used when it comes to harvesting or hunting. The meat is valuable as a food source, and their skin is dried and used as traditional clothing to protect against the harsh winds and cold. Next is the narwhal blubber. This blubber is a valuable source of vitamin C, all of which are absolutely crucial to survival, of course. The healthy fats found in the blubber also bring with them helpful properties, and it's eaten as a Greenlandic delicacy, yes. It is eaten simply with soy sauce or just salt. So the pieces are cut up so that they were bite-sized and are a great source of both oil and fat during the winter. Months. Next is the dried cod. Many Nordic countries favor cod as it's in high supply in the Arctic waters. So it's no surprise that it's just common in countries such as Greenland. More often, cod will be smoked or filleted for cooking. But the most common preservation method by far is to dry fish. It is a way to preserve the meat so that it lasts for much longer than it would if kept fresh. Next is the musk or the musk ox. This ox is the largest land-dwelling animal. Yes, land-dwelling animal in Greenland. So the entire animal is used its fur, which is used for coats and clothing, and the meat is cooked from soup to steak. So soup, stews, or whatever you want to do with a ox. It is also used as delicacy for ox tartare, which can be found in higher-end Greenland restaurants. So the meat itself is tender and can be eaten rare, as is evident by the tartare, and is well loved by locals. Lastly is the lumpfish roe or roe. This fish is abundantly popular as one of the most well-known fish dishes in the region, and its roe is usually served as an appetizer. It's common to see in the restaurant that the roe is easily recognizable due to its large eggs, which are much larger than other popular types of roe. We are going to tackle about the major attraction of Greenland, so I'm gonna give a top 10 which is very well known in the country. Greenland is a country that has preserved its incredible nature, wildlife, and their culture, a place where ice and snow create breathtaking landscape and shape the tradition. So first is the kayaking. People probably came to Greenland by the kayaks. It is one of the oldest and essential means of transportation, but today there are numerous companies that rent modern kayaks for the tourists. While kayaking, the dramatic shoreline provides great sights that include the icebergs, northern settlements, whales, you can see the whales, seals, and various birds. So next is the Aurora Borealis, or the Northern Lights. So this is another Nordic country which is proud to experience this unique phenomenon. So the Northern Lights appear from early autumn and can be seen through all April. You can see it anywhere in Greenland, even in the capital city. When the sky is dark and clear, even in the cities, the urban light pollution doesn't really cover the dazzling glow. So next is the famous one, the dog sledding. Mushing is a true art in Greenland. you will not only experience exciting trip through gorgeous environment, but will also learn how to master the sled dogs. It is a thrilling experience as well. Next is the hiking. Now, we all know that Greenland is proud of its unspoiled nature, and you do not get the impression that it is all covered with ice and snow. Of course, there is also a rocky surface that provides exciting hiking, trails, and Arctic greenery during summer months. So it is one of the best opportunities to discover the Arctic nature, which are Arctic plants, flowers, dramatic rocks, icebergs, glaciers, and almost no people. So next is the Blue River of Greenland, one of the most significant and gorgeous natural wonders of Greenland. So it is crystal clear turquoise river, looks like a vein dissecting a frozen desert of ice. Its shape changes every year, nevertheless, it is also stunning. So next is I'm going to tackle about the national Greenlandic dishes. Greenland's national dish, of course, is suasat. It is an Arctic soup. So this national dish is normally made from whale, seal, reindeer, or seabirds. So the animal broth is made thick by using starches such as barley, rice, or potatoes. Suasat is dense. What else would you expect? Freezing temperatures call for a hard soup. So seasoning is kept to a minimum. Suasat is usually seasoned with salt, pepper, onion, and or bay leaf. So next is the second one is muktuk. Is also well known in a dish. Muktuk is a meal that consists of a frozen whale skin. You heard that right, and blubber. This meal is usually eaten raw, in which case it has somewhat a nutty flavor, although the whale skin and the blubber can be diced, fried, or pickled. What I have learned about this country is how they survive due to its climate, how they act as one, they hunt, they thrive, and share it together. Everything in Greenlandic food is by oceanic mammals, less are inland mammals, so even their delicacies are made up of oceanic food. So although these dishes might sound unappetizing to some, it is important to keep in mind that beauty lies in different cultures and their customs. So another is their most common greenery ingredients that I have read is mostly barley and rice. So when it comes to food, it is very hard since they lived in the coldest part of the country. So that would be all, and I hope you learned something. Thank you.